Hello everyone, it's the Hustlin' Russian here, and with just a day to go before Starfield's early access release, we have seen some very concerning news come out about this game, which will come out to be Bethesda's biggest lie in years, and Starfield's biggest lie. And today I will be exposing Starfield. I just want to come out and preface this with two things. Number one, I am not a PS5 fanboy. I actually just bought an Xbox Series X with my own money 2 weeks ago, just for this game. And the second thing is, I'm a big fan of space, open world RPGs, like No Man's Sky and Star Citizen. And I've been waiting for Starfield to come out for 5 years. And I feel me and every other man who is rightfully mad about this is allowed to come out and see with their own eyes how Bethesda lied to them about the state of exploration in this game. And without further ado, let's get in the video. Hey guys, I just got home from work and I have school in a few hours, and I need to get this video out in time because the game comes out in early access tomorrow, and I need to hit that YouTube algorithm, because if it comes out any later, this video will be completely irrelevant and the copies will be sold. And I'm not trying to get anyone to stop playing or, stop or cancel their pre-order, because I bought this game myself and I'm probably going to enjoy it, but this is severely going to hurt the immersion in this game. And my first piece of evidence is going to be the Todd Howard Lex Friedman interview from 9 months ago, where they discuss how planet generation and procedural generation works in this game. And he's going to straight up tell a bold-faced Todd Howard lie, another sweet little lie from Todd Howard. So let's roll the clip.
How can we have a system to generate these planets and make them look, I'll say reasonable? And so we did find a way. We came up with a way, had prototypes of building tiles, like large tiles of landscape, the way we would usually go on. We kind of generate them offline and do some things, and end up with these very realistic looking tiles of landscape, and then built a system that wraps those around a planet and blends them all together. And we had pretty successful results with that. So we thought, we could do this.
So, to explain what Todd Howard lied about here, I am now going to be comparing apples to oranges. Literally. These are going to be representatives of planets. So I'm now going to try to visualize for you guys what Todd Howard was trying to explain in this interview. Right here we have an apple, right? And this represents a planet. And he says that they produced multiple tiles for planets, and they stitched them together, and they kind of lay it around a planet in like a ball, like this, right? So let's say you land right over here, right? Technically, that means you can move to this bottom square and then move to this square, and these will be connected somehow. What we've now seen in the leaks is that these are not connected. They're completely randomly generated tiles. They might as well be a Minecraft seed map generator and not even a planet. So the planet doesn't exist. The actual system works something like this. So you generate a square, right? And it basically takes the seed or the rules that there is for this planet, right? And then you can put one right next to it, right? And it's a completely random other seed. And then you put another one and it's another random seed. Put another one and it's another random seed. There's no mountains connecting these, no rivers, no lakes. There's nothing connecting these 4 grids. And then if you create a 5th one over here, it'll erase this one. So this one is gone. It is permanently gone, and you've lost all your side quests, your progress in this area. All planets, what has been confirmed by leakers now, is that planets run out of tiles. You can't even have more than 4 tiles. Maybe if you put an outpost on one, maybe you can save that. But besides that, there's no way you can explore the whole planet seamlessly. Once you go to the 4th tile and the 5th tile, it erases the 1st tile. So he just straight up lied about this aspect of the procedural generation. My second piece of evidence will be a clip from the Starfield Direct 2 months ago in June during the Xbox Game Showcase. And in this clip, the developers of Starfield will explain how procedural generation works in this game. Mind you, they still have the chance to correct the record. Todd Howard said something 9 months ago, this clip was 2 months ago. So they could still correct the record now and set expectations, see what they say.
In every one of our games, we always put so much care into all those little details that breathe life into our worlds. But Starfield isn't just a Bethesda Game Studios world, it's a Bethesda Game Studios galaxy. So why go this big with Starfield? Because we want to give you freedom on a galactic level. The freedom to experience both the exciting planets and the quiet ones. Scanning a planet before you land is a great way to get a sneak peek at the available resources you can use for crafting, building, and customizing.
I think what's cool about this whole system that we generate the planet itself as a procedural content, but the handcrafted content itself comes as the player explores. Our system builds a planet as the player approaches it. We stitch together a block of terrain. After that, we have the system that adds interesting locations for the player to explore, creatures to encounter, ore and plants to pick up. It allows us to add that touch of environmental storytelling that Bethesda is known for.
So now pay attention to the marketing buzzwords that they use here. This isn't a Bethesda's Game Studios world, this is a Bethesda's Game Studio galaxy, and we procedurally generate the planet as you approach it. Now I'm going to explain to you why that is a lie. This is the planet that has one of the 4 big main cities, New Atlantis, on it, right? Technically, if the planet was all procedurally generated, this is a procedurally generated PDF image or 3D image, right, of the planet. Now I'm going to show you why this is false. So you see here, there's a lake, there's a green area, there's an ice cap here, right? Maybe the ice cap, if you spawn somewhere here, so let's say you go here. Let's say you go here, there might be a different code that might generate a more icy area, like a biome, and this area might generate more forests, right? Now, look at this lake here. People on Reddit, I saw this, they were really interested. What's in this lake? It's a big lake. It's the biggest one on the planet. And so let's say I put a spawn right here. I spawn here, I land here. This lake will not exist in the game. This lake is part of a fake image made by someone at the art team in Bethesda. This lake is not a part of the world. Not saying there won't be lakes. There will probably be procedurally generated ponds or small lakes, but this lake is fake. You will not see this if you land here. This will just be a completely random seed of maybe a few ponds, some areas, maybe some side missions, some procedurally generated content, but this lake does not exist. And that is my problem. You can't look at a planet and be like, oh, look at this mountain range. I want to go there. What's over there, right? That's not the thing. That's not the case. There might be different biomes, but there will not be landmarks. You can't see a landmark from the sky or from space and then be like, oh, I want to go there. That will not exist in this game, and that will kill immersion for a lot of people, I suppose. Now, this is probably the most damning and recent piece of evidence. This tweet was posted a week ago from head developer at Bethesda, Pete Hines. And this is a question asked to him by a fan, word for word. Bethesda, when I land on a planet, will I be able to explore that whole entire planet? Question mark. Pay attention to the wording here. That whole entire planet. Pete Hines then responds and says, yep, if you want. Walk on, brave explorer. And guess what? In a leaked video, someone tried walking for 10 minutes in a line straight, and they hit a barrier. They hit an invisible wall. So he lied.
Oh my God, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck?
And mind you, I don't necessarily have a problem with invisible barriers. I know this is the first time that this has done something like this. I know a game made by a small independent team like No Man's Sky was apparently able to generate 17 quintillion planets all in the same seamless universe that everyone can travel to, and it all looks the same for everybody. But apparently Bethesda's not even able to do that, so it's fine. Invisible barriers are not the problem here. If there was an invisible barrier here and I had to cross into here, I'd be fine with that, because at least it'd be connecting these two tiles. The problem here is that the invisible barrier stops here and it's just the end of that tile. That's it. You have to generate a completely new tile with a completely new seed that will have different mountains and different topography than the last one, different flora, different fauna. So the way procedurally generation works in this game is a lie. And mind you, my problem with Bethesda is not just that there's invisible barriers. It's not just that the tiles don't work like they said it would and it doesn't wrap around a planet, it just generates new procedurally generated tiles. Not just that when you look at a planet, it's basically a PDF file made by the art team. It's all of that together, and how they've been lying about this for years, never mentioned this whole system once. They've been obfuscating this whole time and lying directly to their fans at some points. It's all of it together, and how it ruins the immersion of this apparently groundbreaking new space exploration RPG. And I think Bethesda really did a disservice to their fans by hiding this for this long, because they were never upfront about this. And so my last word here is that my thing just fell out there. My last word is that game developers need to be honest with their fans, and I'm sure 95% of their fans would have been okay with this. It's the fact that they lied for this long and how this can kill immersion for maybe some people. I'll still play it, but just please, I wanted to make sure this got out before early access came out, because people need to know about this. And thank you, everyone. I had really a good time preparing and making fun of Bethesda here and making this video. So just share this around with people who pre-ordered the game and who had different expectations, because the expectations were wrong here. Bethesda set up the wrong expectations, and some people are going to get burnt by this. And thank you, everyone. Have a great rest of your day.